guys, and thank you again for coming back to my channel. I thought I'd do a bit of a story time sort of situation where I tell you about all my supernatural experiences and why I believe in that stuff. And I 100% like know that this stuff exists and all the rest of it, because once, I don't know, I guess once you experience it for yourself, like there's not much that can convince you otherwise. So here we go. Starting with my first experience, which was kind of like one of those that you could probably debunk and there's probably a reason behind it, or at least I'd like to think so. Well, anyway, when I was younger, my mum and her friend were at the house, and her friend like had a son, and we used to hang out and we were really close friends. And when they were hanging out, they did like this old ancient like Arabic way of like kind of like an Ouija board or whatever you call it, but it was like using kind of like chopsticks, and then like you use the sticks together, you hold one this way and one this way and one this way, and you hold it by the corners, and the other person in front of you does the same, and then you go like, oh master, like blah blah, are you here, or whatever it is. And you do this chant thing, and you like hold it towards each other, and then the edges hold, like, so you've got no real control over it. And then you ask yes or no questions, and if it's a yes, I think it goes in, and if it's a no, it goes out. And we done that, and like we weren't allowed to, but we basically just saw our mums doing it like from like the side of the door, and we were like, okay, we got to try this. So we got ourselves some chopsticks and did this, and I don't know, like it did it. So, and both of us were too young to be like conniving and like, and we had just picked up on this thing, so we don't know how to control this, and we did it, and we're asking yes or no questions, and it was like moving and like not detaching itself. And I'm like, mind you, like before we started, we couldn't even get it to like hold each other well. Anyway, so that was my first experience, but that wasn't like really like a big deal, because it was like, you know, just like the Ouija board sort of thing. And I would do an Ouija board now, but my partner is like so against that stuff, so I can't do it because he's not a fan, and out of respect to him, I'm not going to do that sort of stuff. But yes, if I was at like a friend's house and they wanted to do it, I'm just saying. But no, anyway, and then another story was, where was the next one? The next one would have been when I was 13 and I lived in Glenroy, and my bedroom was upstairs and away from like my parents and stuff, but my sister's bedroom was like next to my bedroom. Anyway, I don't even know why that's got anything to do with anything. So I was sleeping one night, and like this was not a dream. When I say this wasn't a dream, it just wasn't. Like, you know, when a dream's a dream, you wake up the next morning and it's like, oh, vague recollection of maybe this happened or maybe it didn't, and then you realize, nah, it didn't happen. But this is like, it's just so real for me. Anyway, so I was sleeping in my bed, and like I woke up and like I just opened my eyes, and there was like 3 shadows surrounding my bed. So like 1 on the left, 2 on the right. And that's what I remember. Like big, long, cloaked sort of hooded men, like straight out of a horror movie. Like I was like, what? Anyway, and I didn't scream or anything. I just covered myself with the blanket, and I'm like, go away, go away. I uncovered the blanket and like uncovered myself, and it was gone. Like it had all stopped. It's all cool beans. So when I researched this, there's a few different people that have apparently experienced this exact same thing. And some people say it's like spirits like looking after you, and some people say that I don't even know. So if you research that, 3 shadows above my bed or whatever it is, or you know, you can go forever looking up things like that on the internet. But yeah, anyway, so it kind of confirmed my belief. So yes, that happened. And then years later, like nothing had happened, and then years later, my mom and my sister and I moved into a new house. And this house was new. Like, no one had even lived there before. We were the first tenants. They had just built the properties and we rented out there. Anyway, so my sister at some point, like, we were talking about it and we're like, we both think there was something there. But what had happened for me to really make me believe that is that so my mom was downstairs in the kitchen minding her own business, and she called up and she goes, Jazz, like, come downstairs, blah, blah, like she's yelling out like parents do. And so I go downstairs and like the kitchen is here and the stairs go like down that way and then they turn. So the kitchen, like on the stairs, is right where the kitchen is. So I'm on like the second or third last level of the stairs. And I'm like, yeah, Mom, what's up? And then I'm just like, what the hell? Something just like held me from my sides, like really held me. And I was like, Mom, what was that? And she's like, it was just like, obviously, like, she doesn't know what that was, but this is my mom, right? This is my mom's reaction. She's like, what? And I'm like, something just held me. And she goes, it's probably the wind. Oh yeah, because the wind always just like caresses my freaking body, like in human ways. Yep, that's what happens, Yep. Yeah, thanks, Mum. You really, looking out for me there. All right. Anyway, I'm like, okay, whatever. And then like I went upstairs and stuff. Now, the strange thing is, in that same exact house, like, I swear to God, okay, so it was right like where a train station was, and I swear I was like, my whole time I was there, I was like convinced that maybe someone had been killed, like, around the train tracks or something or whatever, I don't know. But my dogs were yuppie puppies. Like, they would bark at freaking anything, but usually at things. And then after that happened, every now and then, like, my dogs would just bark at a wall, like just a wall, minding its own business, and they would just sit there and bark and bark and bark. And I was like, something's going on here. Anyway, but I was never much scared of him. Like, I always wanted to visit. Like, I don't know if you guys have heard of Larundel and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, if something like was there and like really there and attacking me and vicious, I'd be like extremely scared, right? But I believe that like there's a reason they're trying to reach out, and it's really sad. Like, I think that I wish I can like communicate with them and just like try to help them off, like across to the other side, if that makes sense. But yeah. Anyway, there you were, my like scariest experiences. Yeah, so I definitely want to like explore a haunted area, just because like I don't feel like I've had my fulfillment. Like, I don't always watch horror movies and stuff, and they might scare me, but like I can watch them alone at the same time. It's kind of like I'm just intrigued. Like, I find that stuff so interesting. But yeah, if you know any places in like Melbourne that like I could visit and just check out, that'd be amazing. Even though my partner would probably not let me go. But anyway, but yeah, so if you guys have any stories like that, or just want to share like something that's happened to you, I would love to hear about it. Even if you want to send it privately and you don't want to leave it as a comment, that's totally fine. I would just like, I love hearing ghost stories. So yep, tell me right now. Thank you very much. But yeah, so I just got chills. Like, anyway, that was kind of weird. But yeah, so I don't know. I just feel a bit weird right now. But yeah, but like nothing's happened in this house, so I don't know why I'm feeling like this. I think it's in my mind. But yes. So anyway, thank you for watching. hopefully I could share more things like this with you guys. Let me know if you liked it in the comment section below, and subscribe and like and share it with your friends if you think they're into this sort of stuff as well. Alright guys, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.